This is Raquel Kibrit and I'm the CEO of Sterna. And today I'm actually in Brasília, the capital of Brazil. Sometimes people misunderstand, they think the capital of Brazil is Rio de Janeiro, but actually Brasília is the capital of Brazil. And this is where the politician stays, this is where the public policy happens. So on the back here, you're gonna see our legislative houses, okay? We have two houses and then there's the presidency, very much like in the US. So basically what happens here, our capital actually represents the same as in Washington, DC. This is where the public policy, this is where all of our politician decisions happen. And on both sides, we actually have the ministries. The ministries represent how we manage each economic sector of Brazil. So we have the Ministry of Infrastructure, we have the Ministry of Agriculture, the Innovation Ministry, the Education Ministry, and also the Economics Ministries. So the ministries actually represent the same as like departments in the US or even in the UK. And each ministry has its own minister and its employees, the civil servants that work here and actually help Brazil thrive in many sectors. So this is quite interesting because we're in the middle of the country. Brasília was actually built in the 1960 by a president called Juscelino Kubitschek. And he's actually my favorite president in Brazil because he was the president that actually built many of the infrastructures around the country that we have. Brasília was actually transferred as the capital. So we have the sectors of the city very well defined. This is where the public policy happens, the government structures. But we also have like a hotel sector in the city, and we have the residential areas very well defined. So in terms of planning, it's actually one of the really good urban planning cities that we have in the world, and it's a very interesting place to see. So if you do international business and you're considering if Brasília makes any sense or if you should be actually interested in coming to Brasília and doing some business meetings around here. So if your business is regulated by public policy sector, so if you're working with energy or infrastructure or any project that actually has a regulation involved, even like fintechs or some sort of regulation like that, you do want to consider coming to Brasília and holding some meetings. You also want to check if you can have like a government agent working for you, not like a government specialist. This is what I mean. So they will actually monitor the decisions that are made in Brasília that could affect your business in the long run. So I hope you enjoy knowing a little bit more about Brasília, the capital of Brazil, and I'll see you in the world.